Hello, everybody. My name is Akib Javed, and I am acting as Sergeant in terms of today's meeting. Toastmaster Club is a place wherein we all sit together and work on to improve our communication skills. Session is little different, but before we go inside the session, I would like to tell you the mission and few ground rules. The mission of Toastmasters Club is to provide positive and supportive learning experience wherein each and every member is empowered to learn and grow. Also to develop their communication and leadership skills, resulting into greater self-confidence and personal growth. There are few guidelines for today's meeting. I would request everybody to keep this meeting interactive by keeping their camera on. If you are traveling in and out or somebody is moving in the back, you are encouraged to keep camera off. You are also supposed to keep yourself muted until unless speakers ask you to do that. And at Toastmasters, we don't talk about sex, politics, and religion in demeanor. This atmosphere as positive as possible. I would request you all to keep clapping across transition, across the movement as we go ahead. But yeah, so idea is to keep this meeting as interactive as possible. I don't want to spill the bean, but this is going to help a lot of you corporate guys who are spending a lot of tax. I think we are going to learn how to save it. For that, we have our in-house chartered accountant, a taxation expert, Toastmaster Avinash. But before this, let me hand over the stage to our presiding officer for today's meeting, Toastmaster Govind. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akib. I am kind of nervous because this is the first time I am acting as a presiding officer. But anyway, I would welcome all the members who are here for the 72nd meeting of Coastline Toastmasters Club. This is a very special session for me because this year I have been taxed from my salary, and that's how the syllabus of tax came into my life, which I felt is not needed, but it is absolutely necessary. So I just want everyone to be ready with pen and papers or notes in digital format, whatever, because I believe that this topic, taxation for all, will be useful for each and everyone, for all classes of people, whether you're a student or you're an employee, or even if you're an entrepreneur. With this, I would like to welcome all the Toastmasters and guests. First of all, I would like to welcome Sumerman Wings. She is a very unique guest because she's been here for a while. Hi, Sumerman Wings. I'm sorry, I forgot your name, but I remember your story.
Hello, my name is Pinky.
Pinky.
And Sumerman Wings, it's my website's name.
Yeah, that I remember. Good to have you here. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hello, Krishna. May you enlighten us where you're from?
Yeah, hi. I'm from Rajahmundry, currently staying in Hyderabad.
Oh, great. So, what do you do?
Yeah, I'm like employee.
Employee. Oh, great. Good to have you, man. I think this session will be useful for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Followed by Jushmi. Are you there?
Yeah, hi.
Hi. What do you do?
I'm an employee at software company.
Okay. How did you get to know about our club?
Actually, I was a Toastmaster previously, but now I'm not in the club.
Okay. Good to have a former Toastmaster in our club.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hope you have a great session. Followed by, do we have Shruti Saga?
Hi. Actually, I work in BHL Visakhapatnam.
Oh,
And This is my first session with Coastline Toastmaster, and I was introduced through Abhiram Reddy.
Oh, great, sir. Good to have you here. We have very unique audience today because I have never seen this combination of audience anytime before. Our club has been always trying to find few unique ways and new approaches. We have been experimenting with the ways how our club should run. And this is one experiment which EC team has come up with an education session, which we are going to have from Avinash Gudivada. We'll get to know when he introduces about himself to this session. And as we know, this is the 72nd meeting. I'm very happy to achieve this milestone for Coastline Toastmasters. With this, I would welcome Avinash to the stage to enlighten us with this exciting topic.
Thank you, Govind. So today's topic is taxation for all. I observed most of us are employees, right? How many are business people? Any entrepreneurs? Seems all are employees, right? So that's why I chosen this topic. Instead of going for that line, I chosen salaries and which is applicable for all. So let me share the screen. I need share
Yeah.
slides.
Yeah, I'll just let you know once I give the access. You should be able to share now.
I welcome you all for this program, Taxation for All, and see how cute the smile was. In this running, we lot of time with smilings and pleasantness. So whatever schedules we have, let's have some time for pleasantness and fun. So ignorance of law is no excuse. It is not only in taxation law, in all laws. So we should know our taxation because lot of people came after notices to me and asked, sir, I don't know, sir. So is that an excuse? We have to check the amnesty schemes and let them fix in that. And we have to pay with some penalty and let them come out. So the best time for planning is at the time of transaction itself, they have to plan their taxation and they have to approach some chartered accountant or tax consultant to know the consequences of such transaction. So, see, around 3 years back, some retired person came to my office with a notice in his hand. What happened is he is working with Hindustan Labor. They got notice like you claimed excess deduction. What they'll do, they collected all Form 16s and give to one of the employee. He will take them to one of the consultants. He will file. On refund, he will take some percentage. So employees are happy because they are getting the refund. He is happy because he is getting the commission. But one day when received the notice, that consultant said, whatever data given by the employee who is collecting the data, I'm filing that. I had no issue with this. What that employee collecting the data is saying, see, I'm just collecting and giving the data. What can I do? Till refunds are receiving, all are happy. When notice came, they came to know they simply claiming whatever the deductions are there, they claim without whether it is applicable to them or not. And how department came to know is around 20% had same address. That person wants the commission on refund. So checks will come to that address. So he given same address for 20%. In that way, department got some doubt and they called for them and they came to know around 200 people are claiming refund in wrong manner and they called all of them. Commissioner is also very sad. After I meeting the commissioner, he told around 200 retired people, they collected all the money for their kids. Already they spent, they are unable to sleep properly. So I can do whatever within my hands. Please help them out. So approximately for 50 people, whatever the things in law, as per law, we put it in a order and we tracked it out and we did whatever we can do. But the thing is, we have to check whether what is going on is right or wrong. Otherwise, ignorance of law is not an excuse. Till it's going good, it is okay. But when notices come, they'll suffer with huge penalties. And let's take this session more interactive. We'll ask a question. See, I had what is income tax returns means very good answers from my clients. So what do you think income tax returns means?
Yeah, I would like to answer that.
Yes, yes, please.
So recently, I have been taxed this year for this previous financial year. I was worried that how come I didn't file returns like investments, house rent allowance for exemption from tax. Unfortunately, I didn't get the exemption. I was taxed from my salary. Then most of my friends says consult the CA and file the IT returns. So it means you need to file your expenses under which you are exempted from tax, and you will get returns in the form of tax returns. Means whatever expenses you had, for that the government will return the tax which you have been deducted from. So that is called tax returns.
Yeah, Akim.
Yeah, so for me, the ITR filing is a process of declaring what has been my income, what has been deducted. If there is a refund, they should give a refund. If I have to pay them to match that taxation amount, I think ITR is that reconciliation that we do every year with the government, that suppose Akib or Abhiram, they have earned 10 lakhs. On that 10 lakhs, they are supposed to give 20 or 2 lakhs kind of tax. How much the company has paid. If company has not paid and I am a business owner, have I paid it somewhere through IGST, collected from somebody, or have I done all those stuff or not? So it is that reconciliation wherein we check. Yep.
Yes, right. Income tax returns means filing of our declaration of our income, declaration of our income in a form specified by income tax department for specified persons. They are divided into 5 parts. First head is salary, second is house property, then capital gains, then profit from business and gains, then other incomes. Whichever income we had, some persons had 2 to 3 incomes. It may be house property and salaries, or it may be salaries and other incomes. Depends on our incomes. We have to put in particular column and file the returns. And at the beginning of my practice, I had a lot of things like, sir, income tax returns means getting our money back. That is return. So I find very difficult to answer them because they believe very strongly income tax returns means returning our money back. Right. So when we should file income tax returns? Can anyone say the limit? It is above 5 lakhs, or it is above 10 lakhs, or it is above 2.5.
Both ways. One is 5 lakhs in old regime, and in new regime they've said if you are earning within 7.5 lakh, that would be free.
Yeah, but we have to file income tax returns if we cross our basic exemption limit. Our exemption limit is 2.5 only. And in
2.5.
yeah, for 23-24 it is 3 lakhs. But till even for this year, 22-23 financial year, it is 2.5 lakhs. If we cross 2.5 lakhs, we have to file our income tax returns. And if it is below 5 lakhs, we'll get rebate. Up to 5 lakhs, so we are not taxable. So most of the people thinking up to 5 lakhs, we don't need to file the return. But if on one fine day, if we receive notice, we have to pay along with penalty of 1,000 rupees. Or in case of more than 5 lakhs your income, it would be 5,000 rupees penalty. So our basic exemption limit is 2.5 lakhs. We have to file returns if our income exceeds 2.5. So apart from ATC deduction, we all know ATC deductions has 1,50,000. Apart from that, can you say any other alternatives where we can save our tax?
I can answer, but I'll see if somebody else is.
Anyway, all this will be covered in the next slide. Yeah, we had health insurance, we had housing
Health
loan.
insurance against ATD
Yes.
for me and my parents, and there is one NPS additional 50,000 kind of
Yes,
apart from ATC which comes. Then I also go for house rental allowance. I think that gets covered in ATC, but
Yes.
you don't have to really pay somewhere.
Housing loan, part of the principal amount will come to
Housing loan
80.
is different.
Remaining will go to 24 section. And house rent up to 60,000, it will come under, apart from ATC, we can claim that up to 60,000 maximum limit.
And then there is also some donation kind of, which I donate to somebody and then I claim it.
Yes, right,
And
exactly. Yes. If they are registered under income tax department, then we can claim. For all, it won't be donations. Who will be registered with income tax department? Then we can claim that donation up to 50%. So I think there are no enterprises, so I can skip this. Proprietor had a separate PAN card. Most of the people ask, sir, I registered as a proprietorship. I want PAN card for my proprietorship. For proprietorship, PAN card is one and the same of individual. So while filing ITR, shall I have to show transaction? See, some people ask, think that only current account transaction they want to. Again, this is for business people. We have to show all the transactions, whether it is in savings account or current account. What points I have to check before filing my ITR? Anyone had idea? AIS, Annual Information Statement. In our income tax portal itself, there is AIS. In that, most of the things are covering our dividend, share transactions, and interest from banks. Any 26 years deduction. See, if part-time anyone is working with some other person, they are deducting as a consultant. At that time, under profession, we have to show that amount. Apart from our salary, as a professional income, it should be shown if they deducted it under professional income. Shall I have to pay GST on purchase of land or building? Most of the people asking, sir, I am purchasing building. Builder is asking to pay me 18% GST. Whether I have to pay or not, because I saw a lot of advertisement without GST, we are selling these buildings. So thing was, land and building are immovable properties. There is no GST on immovable property. But for construction, during the period of construction, tax should be levied on buildings before obtaining NOC. On construction, GST will be levied at the rate of 1% or 5%. 1% in case it is less than 90 square meters carpet area, that is within the walls, and 5% in case of carpet area exceeding 90 square meters. And for commercial flats also, it is 12%. There is nowhere it was 18%. Okay.
I had a question on previous slide.
Yes.
AES is now capturing almost all the earnings already.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
AES, which you said,
Yes.
from last year they have started capturing all the
Not
transaction
all transactions, most of the
PAN card,
transactions. Yes. Most of the
Yeah.
transactions they are capturing. It is gradually developing.
Yep.
It is not at
So-
full phase. See, actually, banks, registration departments, and these financial departments should every year file a returns which exceeds specific limit. For register office, it is above 5 lakhs. For banks, about 10 lakhs cash deposits, and about 2 lakhs at a time cash deposits. All this will go to income tax department. Previously, we are unable to trace those transactions unless client tells to us. Now, AAS, government came out with, we already giving AAS. So even you forgot, you can check and file it before. If you even miss now, penalties will be imposed at 100% of tax.
Correct. So my question is, suppose I have 3 accounts and those another 2 accounts are really not that much active. I get some interest earning 2%, 3%. Am I supposed to add those earnings as well
Yes,
while
yes.
filing?
Yes, all incomes you have to earn. In savings account up to 10,000, we can claim exemption if you are not going for new scheme.
Within 10,000 only, I will get some 3,000,
Yes,
4,000
benefit.
earning.
Yes,
Because nothing is-
we can avail that benefit.
And one
Up
more
to
question is,
10,000 we can avail benefit if you go under old scheme. Yes.
Okay. The next question is, all the transaction which happens within family, how do we declare? Like myself
Yeah.
paying it to my brother some 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, or he paying to myself. How should we tell that this should not be taxable and it is family transaction?
First of all, it is not an income. And second thing, it should not be in cash. It should be
Cash online.
it should be online transaction. Then you can say it is transferred between my brother and me, and it is already taxable or shown in his returns. So that is not taxable under your hands again. But the thing is, if it is a
Okay.
cash transaction, again it will be taxable. Okay. The thing is, during purchase of land, any tax will be imposed. The thing is, if you purchase for cost lower than registered value, stamp duty value, then it would attract a tax. Generally, it would be registered for stamp duty value, no issue. If any property is purchased less than stamp duty value, then tax will be imposed on that. And during purchase, they are asking to deduct TDS 1%, whether it is right or wrong. If transaction value exceeds 50 lakhs, 1% of the transaction value TDS to be deducted, and it will be reflected in the PAN card. So again, this is tax planning is allowed, tax evasion is not allowed. When should we plan our tax? Anyone?
Beginning of the year.
As early as possible, at the time of transaction or before happening of transaction, if you know it in advance, then we can give the suggestion, because any investments up to 31st March is allowed during the financial year. So after that, it will go to next financial year. What some people selling the house properties and they are coming after 31st July or during filing of the return. At that time, even we plan, they can't invest because already 31st March is completed. So we have to plan in advance or immediately after the transaction. So we can save a lot of tax during these property transactions. See, if we sell the house property and purchase the new house property, then it would be exemption completely, those capital gains. They had planned to purchase a house property, but they not find the proper house. So they quote that amount. If they consulted before, no, then we can advise them to put it in capital gain account scheme in a savings bank account or something with their banks. Then they can avail the exemption. They can save tax of lakhs. So it should be as early as possible, if possible, well in advance or immediately after the transaction. Consequences of non-filing of income tax returns. Okay, I not filed my income tax returns. What will be the consequences? I can't carry forward my losses. This is for business people. For employees and all, TDS will be deducted. And deducted TDS was more than tax applicable. Then we should get some refund. That refund won't be allowed. We have to give it to government. And even after notice, if we not file the return, they'll go with best judgment assessment. So best judgment assessment means I'm assessing officer. I feel your income would be this much. And depending on past transactions and your bank transaction, I'll come to a conclusion. His income would be 15 lakhs. I can take my best judgment and I go with it and I can give notice to pay tax on that income. And after giving best judgment, there is even no option. We have to pay that. So when we received the notice, then itself we have to plan properly and declare our income. Then apart from that, we have to pay interest under section 234A 1% per month and penalty under section 271F 5,000 rupees. So I don't want to make you worry. I'll also give some benefits at the end of the session. So how can we save the tax and all? See, these all in general, what are the penalties? 234H. How many of you linked your PAN and Aadhaar? Not H. Okay. See, up to already these dates are over 500 rupees. Now we are in 1,000 rupees penalty. So up to 30th June, actually this is 31st March. Now it was extended to 30th June 2023. Sorry, it is 2022, but it's 2023. There is time limit. So up to before 30th June 2023, if you link your PAN and Aadhaar with then it would be gone with penalty of 1,000 rupees. If we not linked before 30th June, what would be the consequences? The PAN will be deactivated. So whatever the refunds we can't claim, whatever the returns we can't file income tax returns. Every time you can't purchase property because during purchase of property they'll ask your PAN card. So whatever things we have to do with PAN card, we can't do. Again, we want to activate. Then they'll put some good amount and they'll ask to again link the PAN and Aadhaar. It might be 5,000 or 10,000. It will come at that time. So better we'll proceed and link PAN and Aadhaar. How many of you know how to check whether our PAN and Aadhaar is linked or not linked?
I know. You go to the website. Yeah.
Yes, right. So at ending, if time permits, I'll show that also. Under-reporting or misreporting of income. See, it might be intentional or unintentional. Sometimes we'll miss some transactions during filing of our returns. Sometimes because of ignorance also, we'll miss the transaction. Whether I have to show this or not. Lack of clarity will show only our Form 16 and we file. But there are some other transactions in our bank statement. For that, equal to 50% of the amount tax payable. On tax, it is not total income, tax. But see, below provisions are very hard. If you pay in 2 lakhs and above in cash for any transaction or event means bunch of transactions in a particular event. Marriage is an event. In that, we had lot of transactions like decorations, hall, food. All this together, if you pay more than 2 lakhs and information gone to department, amount equal to that 2 lakhs or whatever paid in cash, that is a penalty. And loans and deposits, if you pay back in cash, then also some equivalent is the penalty. So whenever you want to take loan or pay back the loan, better go with online transactions. And can anyone guess how many ATC deductions are there? Total together 1,50,000 is limit, okay. But how many ATC deductions are there? How many transactions we can claim under ATC deductions?
You mean the
Wild
different
guess.
kind of
Yes,
different
yes.
kind of deductions?
Around 10 plus, I think so.
More than 10, yeah. The whole
Okay.
sheet is,
Can
it comes
anyone?
in 2 pages almost, yeah.
It is like cheat. Come on, 10, 11, 12,
13.
Presiding officer will tell, I will not know.
27.
Oh my God.
20,
There are total 27.
Avinash, I have a question here.
Yes, yes.
Right time. So you are asking, you are telling about linking PAN and Aadhaar, and if we do not link those, we'll be getting a penalty, or the concerned, PAN card will be, what
Deactivated.
function, right?
Yes.
Discarded,
Yes.
right?
Yes,
See, for
yes,
example, my mom and my dad, they have PAN card, but those weren't linked because we do not file returns for them.
Okay.
And we have PhonePe for in their mobiles, and they usually does the transactions as well. So is that thing also monitored?
See, yes, of course. If your transaction exceeds 10 lakh, data will go to department. And anytime they given the notice, at that time you have to reply. How you reply if your PAN is deactivated? At that time, really we have to link PAN and Aadhaar, and then we have to log in, and again we have to reply. Instead of that, better we link our PAN and Aadhaar. You earn good after 1 year, 2 years. You had a lot of money. You want to purchase property in name of mother or father. Then also, you can't purchase because their PAN is not activated. So if you feel that 1,000 is not a big amount, better link PAN and Aadhaar now itself, because there are a lot of advantages.
Okay.
But they will give some option later also, but it might be a little costly. We have to take some more effort. Okay. So in ATC deduction, we had Provident Fund, Public Provident Fund, LIC, Equity Linked Savings, Home Loan Principal Repayment, Stamp Duty Registration Charges. If I purchase a house property during the year, and I paid stamp duty, I can claim that under ATC. Last time I availed this. Sukanya Samruddhi account, National Savings Certificate, Infra Bond, Pension Funds, 5-year bank fixed deposits, and this should be 5 years bank fixed deposit. It is lock-in period. Senior citizen savings schemes, amount contributed by a central government employee NPS. It is also, apart from this 1,50,000, excess 50,000 will be given. 5-year post office time deposits. See, all these deposits should be lock-in period 5 years. If you withdraw before, this tax should be paid along with interest. Unit linked insurance plan. So again, penalties came. Already we discussed this. More than 2 lakhs, we should pay cash. So this is the chart. What we can avail the benefits from our salary. Standard deduction 50,000 we can avail. From housing loan, interest part up to 2 lakhs we can avail. And leave travel allowance up to 40,000 we can avail. Professional tax 2,400. ATC up to 1,50,000. Health insurance another 50,000. Investment in NPS another 50,000. Interest on education loan. It might be self or your children. Donation under section 80G to or to political parties. 80G is registered trust or to donation to a political parties. I put 50,000. There is no cap. You can give more than that if you wish. So, and basic exemption 2,50,000. Anyway, there will be no tax. And rebate up to 5 lakhs. So another 2,50,000. So if your income is up to 11 lakhs, you can come out without any tax if you plan this way. I'll share the screenshot also. See, now I want to show you, most of you had confusion. Which option we have to choose, new scheme or old scheme? I'll show you how to check. Anyone know how to check old scheme or new scheme, which is benefit to you?
I think for us, we get a calculator wherein we put everything and it says.
Okay,
for
office
this-
itself is giving.
Office has given, yep.
Okay, even if office is not giving,
Hmm.
we had option. Incometax.gov.in.
By scheme, do you mean old tax regime and new
Yes,
tax
yes,
regime?
yes,
Yep.
right.
Yep.
Right. Income tax calculator. On left side, you will find income tax calculator.
We can only see PPT as of now, Avinash.
Oh,
Yep.
It
We
is
cannot
not
see that
put-
Excel.
okay.
I
I'll
know you are
stop.
trying
Share
to.
it. Yes,
yeah.
yes. I'll share again. See now. So now this tab was enabled. Income tax tab.
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay, done. So incometax.gov.in, that is the site name. Okay. On left side, you will find income tax calculator. See, even link Aadhaar status also you can check here. If you want to link, you can go this.
Link it, otherwise penalty from coastline also.
Income tax calculator. Once we click on that. See, choose the assessment year. Assessment year means financial year is before the previous year of the assessment year. This is 23-24. So 22-23 financial year, we have to file by 31st July. We have to file income tax return. For that, assessment year is 23-24. Category, individuals. So resident or non-resident. If we stay in India more than 180 days, we are residents. Then our age, most of us are below 60 years. So we have to choose our age. Total income means this is after allowance. And if you had any chance to claim, choose allowance yourself, better we choose 100% allowance all. Like HRA will get allowance, and children education allowance, uniform allowance. All these allowance we put in our payslip. If our employer give us the option to choose the break up our salary, right? So after deductions of our allowances and standard deduction 50,000, total income will come. That we have to put here. Suppose we'll put 12 lakhs. Okay, right. And our total deductions are 1,30,000. Which scheme is more beneficial? Here it will show tax summary. So as per old tax regime, it is 1,38,840. As per new tax regime, 1,19,600. So you save 19,000. How much we save also it will show. See, mostly new tax regime is most beneficial. Unless we had housing loans and we are claiming that 2 lakhs and all. So if it is 1,50,000, then also new tax regime is beneficial. If we had only ATC deductions up to 1,50,000 and no other deductions like housing loan, interest amount, or health insurances, or any other deduction, then better we go for new regime. Before, anyway, employees had one good option. Every year you can choose your old scheme or new scheme at the time of filing.
Yes.
Even you give new scheme to employer and you feel old scheme is beneficial, while filing the return, you can opt for old scheme. That is the advantage for employees. Okay.
Yes.
At the time of filing, you can opt your choice. This is the thing. And how much time we left?
I think we can have like 5 to 10 minutes for Q&A session.
Okay. Q&A. Okay, it is your option whether we can go for link Aadhaar status or Q&A.
Q&A would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anyone has Q&A, yes. Otherwise, you can quickly ask through the link.
So for me, like I did everything except this home loan, which I don't have. I see that there is not much of difference between old and new regime. It's like after doing all of the exercise, I'm saving 1,000 rupees in old. But
Okay.
since I've already invested a lot of money, I'll have to go with old regime. But yeah, so do we have any
next year-
shortcuts for ATG or something like without paying
Uh,
if we can make something?
See, without paying is always a riskier thing.
Risk, correct.
And Govind had a good news. From next year, it is 7 lakhs basic exemption.
Mhm.
So again, he will come out, I think.
Govind, no problem for Govind. We are paying a lot.
Yes.
Yes. See, I'll always suggest to plan properly. Don't, that's what I'm saying. Tax planning is good, but tax evasion is riskier. Unnecessarily, we have to pay more than what we save. See, out of these crores of return, they might scrutinize only few things. But when we get scrutinized, it will be trouble.
Is it true that 1% of the entire taxpayers are randomly chosen and asked to,
Yes,
produce
yes,
documents?
yes. See, how many tax officers are there as per your guess?
I think so. Every district has an income tax office or what?
Yes, but even then, there would be around 15,000 tax officers for more than around 30 to 50 crores of returns. How they can scrutinize all those things? So they are going slowly to AI, artificial intelligence. Already big data was taken the grip of GST and income tax. Why GST is growing so big? Because of big data. Nowadays, no officers are doing these scrutiny works. Big data is filtering and giving all red marks to them. Only they copy those red marks and throwing notices on mail, or nowadays they are not even sending mail. They are posting in our site itself.
Yeah.
We have to log in and check.
Ah.
That's the thing.
What if I don't log in and check?
Yeah, so we have to pay.
We'll get a mail.
See, they officially declared that is a right procedure because it's your login, you can check.
I also
Yeah,
have.
even you we will get. But
I
in
also,
GST, we are not receiving mails. They are directly putting in. The site
GST,
itself.
you understand there is a company, people are supposed to
Yes.
do check and all. But normal
See, for
individual
income tax, till now they are sending through mail, and if the notice is serious, they are sending through post also.
So what happened last year, Avinash? I paid all the taxes, and I was supposed to pay another 8,000 rupees. I paid that 8,000 and completed the whole process. Then they sent a notice that they have not received. I kind of reverted to that email, sent some supporting, Again, that guy after 3 months sending another notice saying you have not paid. So I
You
paid
paid.
once more.
Why like that? You paid through online only, no?
Online only. So I
Yeah,
had
you
to
will give that
pay
assessment here and everything,
thrice.
no?
Yeah, so I had to pay it thrice, and after that they stopped sending notice. Like it went on for 5 months. Every 2 months they'll send one notice, and there was
No,
not
it's
much
not
of
like that.
response. Probably, yeah.
Then better you go through a consultant or pay. They might charge around 500, but you will save the 60,000 rupees, no?
Yeah, yeah. This year I'm going with the company called CA Avinash
Oh, welcome.
Consulting.
Even that won't charge you.
Aha, super.
Fine. Any doubts?
Basically,
Uh,
Akib, you can do your own IT filing and all, because I do
I
mine.
do that. That is where
See,
you
at the
look.
time of notices, I am suggesting to go for consultant. Even for filing also, if it is little bit complicated, better you go. So see, why 8,000 we have to pay after filing?
Hmm.
That we have to analyze first, where we did the mistake. That should not be repeated. Luckily, it was 8,000. If penalties were added, interest will be added. That is the big pain. Interest and
Of-
penalties, even I am getting paid, not my client. Because even they have to pay. Looking at figures, they are very big.
Yep.
And see, if we click this link Aadhaar status, this page will be open. Give your PAN number, Aadhaar number, view link Aadhaar status. Just click on this, you will get your PAN and Aadhaar already linked or not yet linked. You will get that. By that we can confirm. And then we can go to the next link and we can link the Aadhaar. Done?
Yep.
Yeah.
What some of the people were doing last year or before that, they will make a payment to say a political party of 1,000 kind of, and that PDF they'll download and add a zero on that PDF. But these are things will get scrutinized, right, in future. If it
Ajib,
is
see, mostly to my knowledge, they link all this to AI. Whatever donations you are giving, they have to upload,
Yep.
and that should match with your figures.
Mhm.
Then it would be quoted. No?
Both side it has to match.
Yes. Now they're going with this one because they know lot of people. But they can't catch all.
Yep.
Due to lack of manpower. So they are concentrating on systems and controls. They're taking help of artificial intelligence. You know, big data and artificial intelligence can
Yeah.
filter a lot of data. That is already in implementation.
Yeah. I think for me the only way left is taking a home loan.
Yes, that is good option actually. We'll have property, good investment, and this thing.
Wonderful.
And even investments also, we have to plan like we have to check the inflation rate. If suppose current year inflation rate is 5%, if we invest in less than 5%, what is the use?
No use.
It is not at all investment.
Yep.
So we have to go for above 5% and balance the risk and return.
Yep.
Equities or mutual funds. Mutual funds, if you want lower risk, go for mutual funds. Okay, I can bear some risk. Go for, sorry, I didn't get it.
I go for ELSS normally.
Yes. So that is, we'll get up to 12%, 9% around. If you go for equity, that is much more riskier. It might go up or low, but returns are little bit higher, 18%, 20% will be there. That's the case.
I have a question here, Avinash.
Yes.
See, this, investing in SIPs or ELSS for that manner, can we also, use this amount to claim the tax?
Yes, deductions. See,
How much?
all mutual funds are not allowed. ELS is allowed.
What is the limit?
1,50,000.
Which
See,
means
generally how we plan, what other deductions we had, After that, if it is left difference between 1,50,000 and these other deduction, if it is 30,000, then we will plan for 30,000 in ELS as well, right? Even if you want, you can put more, but limit is up to 1,50,000 ATC deductions altogether.
Okay. Actually, my PF itself crosses 1.92 lakhs. So
Oh,
these things and all.
yes, yes, yes. Then you have to plan for other options
Yeah.
like health insurances, housing loan, whatever applicable, education loan for children, NPS National Pension Scheme 50,000.
Okay.
And we have to check, we have to check whether which one is well fit. Whether I have to go for new scheme, then it would be better for me rather than this investment. Better we opt for new scheme. See, new scheme another advantage is till this year 22-23, if income exceeded the 5 lakhs, tax will be charged from 2,50,000 to entire amount. So even 5 lakh 10 rupees, my tax liability is going to 16,000. But current year new tax regime is 7 lakhs. That is for 23-24. If my income is 7 lakh 10 rupees, then I have to pay only that excess amount of 10 rupees or tax, whichever is lower. So I have to pay 10 rupees. If my income is 7 lakh 10,000, the 10,000 is lower than this total tax. I have to pay 10,000. That kind of rebate is allowed. That is the benefit.
Amazing. Yep. Anybody has a question you can probably raise, or we will move into next session.
Any questions from Pinky? She is one of the entrepreneurs.
Muted, madam.
I think Shruti Sagar wants to ask.
I have one question. What happens if somebody fails to file the return for some reason? I mean, what kind of penalties are there?
Yeah, first of all, you will miss your refund if anything. Penalty 5,000 rupees. If any
Okay.
refund is there, TDS deducted is more than what our tax liability, we'll get some refund. That won't come
Okay.
for late filing or non-filing. Second thing, if you had any tax liability, interest will be imposed.
Okay.
Third, under 271F, penalty of 5,000 rupees will be imposed.
Okay.
Next, if even after notice you not filed, then 100% of tax liability will be penalty. So these are the good reasons to file.
Any further questions, anyone? Yeah. For me, I don't have questions because I have got good information, and I just learned that you have to plan your tax filings on time. So that's it. To be careful. And I'm very thankful to Avinash for such a wonderful session on taxation, and it was indeed taxation for all. Let us all applaud for him now for this great session. It was
Thank
your
you all. Thank you all for
absolute-
giving me this opportunity to share
You
my
have
knowledge.
spent your absolute valuable time with us. It was indeed valuable for Coastline Toastmasters Club members and the guests as well. With this, we move on to the next segment. Before that, I just want to introduce the role of timer, who is none other than Toastmaster Lochan. Over to you, Toastmaster Lochan, to explain your role of timer.
I'm audible.
Yes.
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Gautam. As the timer, I will time your speeches and I will alert you that each speaker times it is card, the yellow card. So I think the following session is a table topic session. For a table topic session, I will raise the green card at the end of the first one, raise the yellow card at the end of, and I will raise the red card at 2 minutes. An additional period of 30 seconds would be given, but I think the time will still be ahead, and whoever will be post 2 minutes 30 seconds, you will be disqualified. You Hello.
Yeah, thank you, Lochan, for explaining the role. But there was slight disturbance there. But to sum it up, the total duration will be for 2 minutes, where Lochan will give the indications with the green, yellow, and red card. Once he shows the red card, you have to stop speaking for the table topics session. With this, now we will move forward to the table topic session. The table topic master is none other than Saujanya. We just need to have a quick check. Saujanya, if you are there and able to speak.
Hi, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible, but there was slight disturbance. If you could be clear, try to be clear.
Yes. So good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. Table topic enables a member to develop the skill of impromptu speaking. It helps the members to train, like quickly organize and express their thoughts. You can think of a table topic speech as a mini speech with opening, a body, and a conclusion. This also provides a speaking opportunity for any members who is not on duty in a meeting agenda. Guests are encouraged to participate. So each speaker is required to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Participants are disqualified at 2 minutes 30 seconds. Is there any like word of the day? I mean,
No, we do not have a word.
okay. So in today's table topic session, there are 12 topics. Like each speaker is requested to pick a number in between 1 to 12. And whatever number they choose, like a certain topic is given. So I would like to start with the guests. Anyone who would like to come forward? Anyone? Pinky,
Before you begin, actually, go
would
and
you like to
can I
try?
get the access?
Yeah, sure.
Get
Sure.
access.
Yeah.
Hello. Shruti Sagar, like, anyone?
Okay, I will go ahead.
I saw Pinky raised her hand.
Okay.
You can give her. Yeah. Pinky, you are on mute actually.
Yeah.
You can start, Abhiram. You can start Toastmaster, no problem. I'll be the second person.
Okay. Okay, Saujanya. I'll pick number 3.
Okay, number 3. So your topic is you can go back. You can go back in time and uninvent something. What invention would you erase from the history?
I can go
I'll
back.
repeat again.
Yes.
You can go back in time and uninvent something. What invention would you erase from the history? I hope
Okay.
you got the topic.
Yeah. If I get the opportunity of going back into the time and uninventing one particular thing, then I would say it is the technology. The technology that is empowering the current generation in such a way that we are discarding, or that we are not giving proper importance to a lot of other things. I always wish the technology couldn't have been. Of course, it is saving so many lives. It is helping the mankind to go further ahead. But the thing is, it is also been a much hindrance. It is also hindering the human relations or some living styles that we are actually unable to bring it on along with the side of the technology. So I personally feel like technology wouldn't have been grown this much, at least at this point of time. It may have taken a little more time in order to make the progress sustainable. This is what I feel. Yeah. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster, Table Topic Master Saujanya.
Thank you, Abhiram. That was wonderful and spontaneous. Though I can't imagine a world like without technology, but yeah, like it has both advantages and disadvantages. So the next, like, who would like to speak?
Yeah, you can give to Pinky.
Yeah. Pinky, can you pick a number from 1 to 12? 3 is already taken.
Okay, I'll take 6.
Yes. Okay, so if your life was a novel, what would be the title and how would you want your story to end? I'll repeat again. So if your life was a novel, what would be the title and how would you want your story to end? I hope you got the topic, question. You can start when you're ready.
Yes. If my life is like a novel, I will say only one thing. Like the title of the novel will be to live life easily, give an ease to the life. That should be the title. Give an ease to the life. Because what I find basically today is so many persons are facing different problems, but the main basic problems which everybody are having is their personal problems. So what I find is, and in my novel, definitely I will write all the stuffs which will include like how you can live easily, happily, excluding all the problems from your life. Like there are solutions for everything. The thing is only you should find the solution, and after that the life will be very easy. So means we cannot live with a life which is like problematic and it gives the burden and every day's headache. So that is what I basically feel. My life, if my life is like a novel and it has the title, means definitely it will be live life in an easy way or easily. And how I want my life to end is, yes, definitely I want my life in a very happy endingly. I mean, not like what I can say is endingly means no, I should end my life with everybody's like, I should make everybody happy. Nobody should be, no revolt or no problem with anyone or any sort of issues or anything. So all the things should be sorted out. Totally a sorted life. That is how I want my life to end. A total sorted life. That's it. Thank you.
Amazing,
Thank you.
Pinky. Like that's a
Thank,
beautiful title.
thank you.
Who would like to go next? Anyone from the guests? Krishna Nagamudi.
Yeah, hi, Sajani.
Hi. So you can pick a number from 1 to 12, and 1 and 6 is over. So
Okay, I'll pick 2.
2. So the topic is like you have to pick a really bad movie that you have seen, and you have to persuade the audience to see it. I'll repeat again. So you have to pick a really bad movie you have seen, and you have to persuade the audience to see it. You have to make them like encourage them like to watch it.
Okay. Yeah, like recently I have seen one of the very a bad movie of my favorite hero, that is Agnatavasi. So I'll ask like everyone to watch that movie because the
Timer, is it on?
sorry.
Yeah, it's on. Please proceed.
Time. Okay, okay. Continue, Krishna.
Yeah, like the movie came with high expectations. So like Pawan Kalyan and Trivikram are like hit combination. They gave a lot of blockbusters earlier. So I would recommend everyone to watch that movie. Even though it is a bad movie, like some comedy stuff is there, so you can go and watch. So uh, like the songs also little good. Anirudh gave music to that movie, so that is the first Telugu movie I think he gave music. So I will recommend everyone to watch that movie. You will enjoy it as a musical thriller. But that's it.
Thank you, Krishna. That was spontaneous. I'm
Yeah.
sure like everyone will watch it at least for the music and comedy thing you have said.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
So next, like who would like to try? Shruti Sagar. Anyone? No.
I'll go then.
You have to pick a number from 1 to 12. 2, 3, and 6 are over. You can
I'll
pick
take
from the
12.
rest.
I'll take 12 itself.
Okay, 12.
Thousand, you can give a really difficult topic to Akib, right? He can manage.
Anything.
And I'm giving topic like according to the number, but
I'm ready to die.
okay, if you are like, okay, the question is like, if you were a finance minister for a day, what new taxes you would introduce? Like this question I prepared according based on the theme. I'll repeat again, like if you were a finance minister for a day, what new taxes you would introduce?
If I am the finance minister for a day and I see my predecessor Nirmala Sitharaman, then of course I'm going to implement few more taxes. How is the taxation planned and why is taxation there in the system? That we need to understand. So this is not something new concept that our democracy has brought. Even the old kingdoms, they had their own way of taxing people. The idea is everybody who is residing in that country or that region is supposed to give some money to the government, and then government uses the whole some value for the upliftment of the society. It kinds of balances the downtrodden with the high income people. At the same time, you get the public services. So the idea has been that you give money to government who will be efficiently using it and putting it again in the public arena. I think that is where we are failing. We are not showing the value of ITR. The government, of course, wants a lot of taxes. We all want taxes, but where is the value? Are you showing good roads? Are you showing good bus stations and railway station to the public, saying if you pay taxes, this is how your government or this is how your public places are going to look like? So changing those taxes and aligning it with the people's expectation, it would not be additional tax, but the current taxes itself, how we are telling it, like this is the money which is going for upliftment of poor, this is the money which is going for the public services. I would be just recategorizing those and trying to bring value out of it. So that would be one day adventure, that this is what your money is coming and we are going to utilize it for the purposes higher than what we all can imagine. Currently, we all have that budget, but budget is again a gimmick, a political gimmick to win again the next election. Coming up with the root idea of why taxation itself is needed would be my first priority.
Wonderful, Akif. Like you have really kept your thoughts, expressed your thoughts like really well, and I am sure like you'll become a wonderful finance minister if you were.
Please help
And
me become that. Where is Avinash?
okay. So anyone who would like to,
I'll take the next one. Am I audible? Is my audio that bad?
It's fine, I guess. Yeah, it's fine.
who is
I'll
speaking?
take.
Sorry.
Yeah, my name is Lochan Timer.
Hi, Lochan. So you can pick a number from 1 to 12. 2, 3, 6, and 12 is over. You can pick it from the rest.
I'll take 10.
10. So the question is, when was the first time you ever heard about the word tax and what were your thoughts? I'll repeat again. So when was the first time ever you heard about the word tax and what were your thoughts?
To begin with, the first time I heard the word tax was from my father's mouth when I was a little kid. I think I'm pretty sure that he was watching a budget session on TV at that time when I was in class 3 or something. I had no idea what tax was. And my first question to my father then was, I just asked, Daddy, what is tax? What are you watching right now? And what is tax? He just, I think my father, being a humble man, modest man, he tried to explain his son in very simple words. First thing he said to me that tax is the money we pay to the government so that we live in this country, so we have to pay tax. I think that was my first interaction with what the term tax. And as I grew on, now since I'm a software engineer, I still don't know the correct meaning of tax. And I think Avina's session was quite insightful on what tax is supposed to be. Yeah, so I must say I had a journey with tax, having a simple idea what taxes, and now with this insightful session, I would like to explore more on taxes. Have I missed out anything?
Amazing, Lochan. Like, that was a wonderful memory. Like you had like the word tax with your father. So
And
anyone
Lochan had
like
a lot of life with taxes. Full life is linked with taxes. We started
Yeah.
earning. That means we are in tax.
My daddy is actually an avid follower of the budget, even though not a fan of politics, but yeah, that's how my dad began.
anyone next like who would like to try?
Yeah, I'll try. Avinash.
Hello.
Is it audible? Avinash.
Yeah. Hi, Avinash.
Yeah, hi.
So you can pick a number from 1 to 12, and 12, 2, 3, 6, and 10 are over. You can pick it from
I'll
the
go
rest.
with one, number one.
Okay. So the question is, which 5 famous people, living or dead, would you want at your imaginary dinner party? I'll repeat again.
Yes, yes, yes.
Which 5 famous people, living or dead, would you want at your imaginary dinner party?
Dinner party, right. Yeah. I like first Swami Vivekananda. I inspired with his life too much because he is the man of a youth. He always think about the youth and youth can do anything. Once we read that book, Swami Vivekananda, even we are little bit down, we'll feel so much energetic and we get faith in ourselves. We can do anything. And I want Swami Vivekananda to learn more from him. Next to him, I'll go with our film stars also Chiranjeevi. Two people because because of his courage. I don't know what good things he do, but I had lot of good things he did, like eye donation, blood donation camps. And third person, N.T. Ramarao, who did a great revolution by removing the alcohol from Andhra Pradesh. Lot of lives get changed with that one decision, because every family is suffering because of one person, that two earning person addicting to alcohol. Removing that one theme from taxation is enough. Even government is getting low income. It will save a lot of middle class families. And the bonding between the family will also increase. And third option, I'll go with film stars happened. Okay, heroines. I'll go with heroines also. I'll go with Trisha and what currently Tanishka. I'll go with them also. I'll take some few photos and put in my social media, and I'll take some vlogs with them to make my YouTube channel also a little bit crazy. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Wow, amazing, Avinash. That is like amazing set of people to have for a dinner. Like both profitable and like truly like your thoughts are amazing. So anyone like who is left like would like to try? Govind.
Yeah, sure. I would like to try.
Okay. So we can pick a number from 1 to 12, and 1, 12, 10, 2, 3, and 6 are over.
9.
Okay, 9. So the question is, if you had a time machine, which part of history you would visit? I'll repeat again. Like, if you had a time machine, which part of history would you visit and why? You can start when you're ready.
If I have a time machine, I would not go to the past, but I would like to go and visit the future. And first thing is go to the Wall Street. If time travel option is there to one specific place, that would be either the Bombay Stock Exchange or the London Stock Exchange or New York Stock Exchange, and get to know the news of trading, find which share is having the highest value, and get to know what is the value of Bitcoin. And based on the market, I will note down everything. What is the situation? How is the market going? It could be commodities, it could be gold, it could be how the entire market is going, all types of stocks, all kinds of shares, whatnot, whatever is in the market, how is the shares going? Everything I'll note down and come back to present and invest in that. This is one way of traveling in time and making advantage of it. Also, I can find out about myself in the future. There will be another me, right, who is in the future. But I'll be in dilemma, should I know it or no? Because you'll get to know if I'm dead or alive. I don't want to know the mystery. I don't want to know my future because it will be a mystery. If it is, what if it is a bad news rather than a good news? I'll be scared of it if it is a bad news. So I will not know anything about me, but everything else about markets. This is one thing which in my mind about going to future. Why I'm not going to the past means I can't go to Hitler, right, for World War II. We already know what's in the past, and whatever is happening in the past, every information is available in social media, and you can see in a realistic way. So with this, I conclude that I'll go to the future if I have a time machine. Thank you.
Wonderful, Govind, like with your tricks with all Bombay Stock Exchange, like, and whatever places, I'm sure, like, you'll be dead or alive, like, rich in the future with your exploration.
One shot, world's
So
richest
anyone
person.
like who is left? Anyone like who is left, like, would like to try? I think everyone is covered, like Shruti Sagar.
Shruti Sagar, are you interested to take a table topic? It will be easy. You have to unmute yourself first. We cannot hear. Yes.
This is my first session, so I wanted to
worries.
experience. So next session I will.
That's okay, man. You speak whatever it comes in your mind for 1 minute. That's all. We don't judge.
Taking step.
We are
Next
very
section is
positive.
also your first session. Let it be this session.
Okay.
I learned in that.
We
one. Yeah, right.
remembered in
Yeah.
the history.
Shruti Sagar, like, you can pick a number from 1 to 12,
Okay.
and like, so 1, 12, 10, 2, 3, 6, and 9 are over. You can pick from 7, 8, 4, 5, 11.
I will pick 7.
Okay. So your question is, what would you eat if you could eat only one food for the rest of your life? I'll repeat again, like,
Okay.
what would you eat if you could only eat like one food for the rest of your life?
Okay, this is a kind of a difficult question. Like to have only one food, that too for the rest of the life. And given a chance, then I will eat some fruits. It could be like apple or banana. Like I have a tendency to gain weight on kind of fruits like carbohydrates or fat, and processed foods like I tend to avoid. So what is like fruit are like naturally available and beneficial for health, like and we get all the essential minerals. So again, if you go back to the history of mankind, people used to survive on this kind of foods only. And people, although I am a bit vegetarian into, so I would prefer fruits. So that's about.
Wonderful, Shruti Sagar. Like, that was an healthy choice, and amazingly you spoke. Like, I still remember my first, like, I attended as a guest and I couldn't even speak for like 10 seconds. You did great.
Okay.
Like, yeah. So everyone is covered. Like, thank you all. Like, that was fun and wonderful answers from you all. So,
Thank you so much for conducting the table topics, Toastmaster Saujanya. The topics were very interesting. You covered both interesting questions as well as topics which are in line with the theme of today's meeting. Again, thank you so much for that. I would like to check with the timer if all the speakers are qualified.
Yes, all the speakers are qualified, and I'm actually in the process of. Only Akib was on time. He closed this speech at 2 minutes 30 seconds. The rest all we were under the 2 minute mark. Yeah, Akib was, but he's still qualified. You can see the definition of time from Akib.
Thank you so much, Lochan, for providing the accurate numbers of and telling us that everyone is qualified. With this, we have come to the evaluation segment of the session. We don't have a general evaluator for this session. However, I'll just provide a generic evaluation of how this session went. Before that, I would like to introduce Timer to present his report. Over to Lochan.
I'm so sorry. Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is visible now.
Actually, the today's session actually started 2 minutes late. We began at 6:02, and the education session by Vimash was on time. The session was to be 5 minutes, but the session, including the questionnaire, was completed in 9. The education session was followed by a table topic session by Saujanya. And as you can see, there were 8 speakers. Out of the 8 speakers, everybody was qualified. And I would like to hand over the stage to Govind so that he could proceed with the general evaluation.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Lochan, for sharing us this Excel sheet and letting us know the importance of time and whether everyone has met the timeline or not. Now we have a special role called as listener. Even I am curious because this is a role which I'm listening after a long time. I think this role is to be kept secret in offline meetings, but in online meetings, as everybody is present, we are tagging the name as per the role. I would like to now introduce the role player of listener, Toastmaster Abhiram.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Govind. So, as a listener, my duty is to properly listen to the entire meeting, and at the end of the meeting, I get to ask questions. So, I get to ask questions to the members so that I'll get to know like who is attentive through the entire meeting. So now I'll be asking various questions picked up from the session and as well as from the table topics master, and I'll randomly pick members. First, I'll randomly pick the members, and if the member doesn't answer, I'll make it open to the entire club. Okay. So the first question will be, so whom shall I pick for the first question? Okay. The first question is for Govind. Govind, yours is the first question will be, the old man Avinash mentioned during start of his education session belongs to which company?
Pass, I don't know.
During the starting of the session, Avinash said,
Yes.
like, let's a client from some company, he's an old man, he got retired. He has approached me, like he said, no. So he belongs to which company?
Somebody gossip me in chat, no. I remember the old man, he showed a slide, his picture is there, but I don't recall which company is called.
Okay, it's all right. So anyone from the members, you can unmute and say the answer, no problem. Other than Avinash.
Hindustan Unilever or Heavy or something.
Yeah, Hindustan Lever. Correct, Krishna. Okay. My next question will be for Pinky.
Yes.
Yeah. Pinky, how much is ATC maximum deductible limit?
Under ATC, it
Yes.
is 1,50,000.
Correct, Pinky. Great.
Yeah.
Okay. My next question will be like, my next question is for Lochan. Lochan, what is Pinky's life's title?
I think it's something doing good for everyone, being good. As far as I remember.
Pinky, is that correct?
It is not actually correct. It is not be good to everyone. It is like live life easily.
Easily,
Oh,
yes.
live like this. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Great. My next question is for Shruti. Shruti Sagar, here goes your question. Like, if Govind said he will go to the future. So where does he want to go?
I think some stock exchange, he told.
Yes, correct. Okay. Thank you so much. It has been a fantastic session. Over to you, presiding officer, Toastmaster Govind.
Thank you so much, listener Abhiram, for asking questions and letting us know whether we are listening or not, including myself. That was a good role actually, and I enjoyed your questions. Let me just summarize the overall session as a like a general evaluator. There was a few hiccups with the starting of the meeting, but somehow within like 5 minutes we recovered and started the meeting once Toastmaster Avinash is joined. And despite having the challenges of not picking up the roles, whoever whatever role players who have they have picked, they are available here. And we had a person who had picked the role of the wordmaster grammarian, but still we managed it well. And I appreciate the available members who have taken the roles and who has been there and made this event a grand success, followed by a session by Toastmaster Avinash about the taxation, why it is important, and what are the consequences of not doing few things, what are the repercussions. That all the things we came to know with this insightful presentation by Avinash. Again, I thank him for that, followed by good questions asked by everyone, Akib and Abhiram and guest Sagar. That was also very useful for us. And then we had table topic session. Again, Saujanya did a good job by playing the role of table topics. Last time she did a good job by playing the role of timer. So the topics, like I said, were interesting, very good, and it engaged everyone. Everyone are able to participate and say something. You can't be. We didn't receive any response. Like nobody is blank or idle. Everyone said something. So I appreciate everyone for participating and speaking something. That's what Toastmaster means. You have to stand up for yourself and speak out. This is the uniqueness of the platform. Followed by um, the role of timer. Lochan did a great job, and then again, Abhidam, thanks to you again for playing the role of listener. That was a surprise for me. I don't know if it was a surprise for everyone with your questions. I felt that uh, the only question which he asked me was tough, and every question's answer I knew, and I was able to answer for Avinash listener role. That was a good experience for me. This is the first time I'm asked a question by a listener actually throughout the Toastmasters meetings which I have attended. And now with this, I complete my evaluation, and I just want to uh, confirm with Akib if we are able to vote for the table topics, best table topic speaker. Akib is not there, so I think
Govind, if see if you can, see the voting thing.
yeah, actually from my end there is some
Is it
issues
visible?
loading or blank. Not able to edit the polls.
Second poll is edited, it seems.
Yeah, but when I open the polls again, it's completely blank. Are you able to check from your end?
No.
I think I'm getting a poll.
Sorry?
I'm getting poll option, and I think I have. Can I launch the poll?
Yeah.
Yeah. But the voters, the people who are co-host, they won't be able to vote.
I think I've launched the poll.
Yeah. We can see. The poll is live.
Request everyone who got poll option to vote for your favorite table topic speaker for the day.
Need one more vote.
I think it's my backup device. I'm not able to vote. So I guess you can end the poll.
Yeah, everybody excited for the results. It's really close. We did only 5 votes.
Yeah, any guesses?
This table topic speaker. Any guesses?
I guess my name.
The results actually close. Everybody, 4 speakers got 1 vote each, and 1 speaker got 2 votes.
Yeah, please
I
reveal
think
the
the result. Is the result visible? Because I've shared.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the winner for the best table topic speaker is Pinky with 2 votes. Just need to congratulate her.
Congratulations.
That's
Wow,
Pinky.
Thank you.
great.
Actually, one vote I gave to myself only. Is it like okay with it? No problem.
Yeah, it counts. It counts.
Yeah, it counts, it counts, it counts.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
Thanks, Lochen, for coming to the rescue and launching the polls. I would add that for the evaluation point. With this, I would like to take over like a presiding officer and would like feedback from each and everyone, starting from the guest Sagar. Could you give us the feedback for this session?
Sagar, Shruti sir, you're on mute.
Hello.
Yeah, you are audible. We just need your
Okay.
experience feedback of this session.
Okay. First of all, this session by Abhinas was good about taxation. Even though I knew some of the things, but some it's new and old tax regime comparison that I did not know. And also, I think table topics I had seen earlier, but also it was like topics are a bit and a little interesting, not like very abstract topic. So like one can form some storyline. So that was a good part. And yeah, rest of the things are good only.
Thank you so much, Sagar. We take your feedback as a positive way, and it will help us understand if we are improving or where we need to improve. I guess as per your feedback, we understand that we have improved and will maintain the consistency with the quality of the meeting. Thank you so much, Sagar, for attending this meet again.
Okay.
Next, I would like to ask Krishna for your valuable feedback.
Yeah, it is good going. Like
It
I
is
thought only
120. It's 20 KB. I want 120 KB feedback.
I thought only it is going to be tax session only. I don't know about this table topics and all. It is a surprise to me, and like I don't know about these roles also. Like I timer, listener, something, right? It is interesting to me. It is good.
Yeah, it's good that you are coming to know about the roles and able to understand how Toastmaster works. It's not just one session, but we'll have two, three different types of session where everyone is asked to pick a role and participate together and make the meeting of Toastmasters very successful one. So that's a unique concept which you have come across today. I'm now happy that you got to learn new things. Same when it comes to Saga, that he got to know few new things. That is one good essence, that when people from different backgrounds come to one meeting session and learn new things. What else we need? That is one very good takeaway for yourself in terms of knowledge. And
Yeah.
that's what Coastline Toastmasters is aiming towards. With this, I would like to hand over the stage to Sergeant at Arms. Is Sergeant at Arms available? I think he has dropped. Abhiram, would you like to be the Sergeant at Arms?
Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone, dear guests and fellow Toastmasters. And with this, I conclude the meeting. I conclude the 72nd Coastline Toastmasters meeting. Please do not leave the meeting. Once I stop the recording, there is a networking session.